Welcome everyone to Thunder Hill Raceway for the National Autosport Association 25 Hours of Thunder Hill, presented by Mothers Polishes, Waxes, and Cleaners. 69 cars are set to take the green today in America's longest endurance race. And now, for those famous words, ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
I owned a Ford GT, and so we decided we're going to convert it to a full-blown race car. We were able to take a great car, a great street car, and turn it into a legitimate race car.
The Friday before the race, all the cars take to the track for a 30-minute qualifying session. Fastest lap for each car will determine the starting position for the race.
It was an interesting qualifying period because we got out there. There was a warm-up period before qualifying. Whoever was already out there warmed up really had an advantage. Not here just to win our class. We want to win overall. So there's some very fast cars out there that we're keeping an eye on. At this event, I think it's Mercer Autosports. Literally qualifying lasted about 8 minutes. There was an incident in turn 2, and that was the end of the qualifying. I think if it lasted longer, I had Dave Smith driving. Dave's a rock star, so yeah, I really think he wanted pole. I think they got out there 2 minutes before you. They just happened to they squeezed one in. That's
Good
it.
for them, man. They were smart. They got out to the top of the line early, and we didn't. So it is what
That's
it
good.
is.
I think it's great. What do you think? What are we qualifying? P3. I was thrilled with P3, but Dave certainly wanted pole. Late last year, we started doing some high-performance streetcar events. I remember me and my friend Jason went to Dave Smith with Hyperfocus Motorsports and said, you know, we'd like to get this Ford ready and we'd like to compete at the 25 hours, and he laughed. And we said, we can do it, and we said, failure's not an option. I don't know that he thought we could get ready in time.
One of our major competitors just got knocked out of the race, and I feel very sorry for him. But I feel kind of happy for us. You know, they'll probably be back out, but they shouldn't be any threat then.
Everybody's ready. Let us know when you're in pit lane.
Pitting in, making a clean pit stop.
The dynamic and the energy in our pit was just phenomenal. You try to get everybody vested, everybody on the same page, everybody working toward a common goal. And when you see that start to develop naturally, and you see the energy and the excitement, it's pretty rewarding.
You hit position 1 and 1.
Everybody was, you know, just very, very excited about being part of something that felt very big.
The car is so balanced out there. We got 25 hours in this thing to go, and you know, making minimal mistakes is going to be the key. Right now, one of the amateur drivers is in. He took over for me, and he's running really well for his first 25 hour. Staying on radio with the coaching of the 2 amateur guys, which they like to get a lot of positive reinforcement, but right now he's doing phenomenal. Jason Montgomery in the car right now, so we're pleased with the way things are going.
When Jason pitted, he thought he was getting a flat tire or something, and it was the actual power steering was going out. And so we got a hose ready, pitted it, put on a new hose, and then realized it was just simply a compression fitting. that had come loose. So we kind of overreacted on that one. Tightened down the compression fitting, added fluid, and sent the next driver out, Jared Thompson. And Jared reported that it was still jerking and there was air in the system.
Power steering intermittently. The wheel's real light and then it gets really heavy. This is almost undrivable, you guys. It's going in and out of being real heavy, then really light, all in the same corner. Go up the pit.
Brought it back in and found out that we had crushed an O-ring, tightening down the compression fitting. So we replaced the O-ring, and that was the last mechanical problem we had. And it took us back to 9th position overall. So we were pretty bummed at that point that we had lost 7 positions over a loose fitting.
Good job, Martin. Settle in now, buddy. Get caught up in their bull out there.
Power steering took us back to 9th position overall. But we began to gain ground quickly. We were going down to the postings every hour to see where everybody was at a given hour. We reported back that we had hit position 5, and then I think we reported back we were in position 3, and then we reported we were in position 2, 1 lap off another car, which I knew we had already passed. Martin was driving at night in the worst possible conditions. Did a 4-hour stint on a full bladder, and he was passing the Mercer car at night. And so we know our car was handling and driving better with 2 pro drivers.
They were lapping us on a regular basis.
I climbed in the car at 10:30. Every driver was doing about 3 hours. So I decided I was going to go last. Right before I climbed in the car, one car had T-boned another. 2 drivers were knocked unconscious. Another car was tore up. The red, white, blue car was tore up. They had actually red flagged the track to go out and clean it. It was such a mess. It was a wrecking yard out there. The rain was coming down. Track conditions were terrible. Lighting was terrible. And that's when I started my stint. We put new pads on when we pitted. So I knew I had to bed the pads. I had new tires in. I knew I had to get heat in the tires with the rain. And I was going to go out and I was going to bring it up slowly, take 2 or 3 laps, get everything working. And that's what I did.
Focus out there. Let's go to work.
The tires came in nicely. The brakes came in nicely. The car was handling beautifully. Visibility was terrible, though. About an hour in my stint on the backside of the course through turn 10, turn 11. There was 4 of us in a row, and kind of sharing the headlights. The first car went through. I turned to the apex of 14, and like somebody switched the lights out. There was nothing there. I just lost the line. I lost the track. And next thing I know, I'm off the track in the grass. I did about a 180 there. I look to my right. Here comes a 4th car off the track and hit my rear tire. So I immediately, I went right from 14 directly into the pit.
Check the suspension real close.
We're bent, but not broken.
About an hour in my stint on the backside of the course through turn 10, turn 11. Visibility in 11 was just terrible. And I just lost the line. I lost the track. And next thing I know, I got hit. So they jacked the car up, went to change the tires.
Check the suspension real close.
Said we have a cracked upper control arm, and that It's just not safe. And even if they welded it, it's, you know, the drivers could be at risk.
You guys, I mean, the big issue is safety. You know, you're gonna put drivers in a car with bubble gum and Band-Aids and run the risk of 155 miles an hour down a...
Any race is worth it.
No race is worth the risk.
So I made the decision that that's it. It was a very difficult thing to tell everybody because I was so proud of everybody's performance. I took responsibility as the pilot of the car at the time. You know, if you looked at it from the first 12 hours, I think the team was a rock star. The drivers were phenomenal. The team was phenomenal. And they were all gracious and they were very proud of what they did.
You'll probably have bladder problems the rest of your life now.
We were going to win this race, but for things that go bump in the night. And that's what I was worried about from the beginning.